Sorry about that. I had the thing muted. I'm sitting there just talking and saying hello to everybody, and nobody can even hear me. Can you guys hear me now? Ew. Can you guys hear me? Okay, awesome. How's it going, ladies and gents? I'm awesome. Thank you, Miss Anya. Hey, Renita, how's it going, dear? Good, I hope, guys. So, anyway, man, we have a pretty. I think that we have a good show going. I have some. I got some new music for us. I know you guys love that. That I have these background sounds now, and now I know how to do them. So I'm just telling you now, good luck, because I got some good ones. I think I don't know. I got some good ones. I can hear you guys now, like, oh my god, yes, it's about to get weird, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of 80s Montauk music is coming your way. Get ready. You guys are about to feel that Karate Kid type stuff. So, I don't know. Okay, so Ben has a burning question. If you're invisible, okay, if you're invisible and you close your eyes, can you see through your eyelids? Yes. Yes. Yes, you can. At least I can. I don't know about everybody else. Like I can see through my eyelids. Okay. I don't know. All right, so anyway, so today, see, you thought so too. Perfect, of course. Of course, you can see through your eyelids. Who can't? Good question, Ben. Keep asking those questions, little man. So here's the thing. Today is day 59. Day 59, and we're going to talk about how to stay calm through chaos. Kind of thought that would be a good one today because we talked about that a little bit, and I kind of really wanted to touch on how to stay calm when everything else is burning around you. Right? I don't really think that we ever learn how to do that. We tell people to calm down, but how do you really calm down? Like, you know what I'm saying? So so I really want to have some fun with this, if you guys don't mind. And today is day 59. Hold on. Before we get started though. Hold on. Before we get started. I gotta ask you guys a question before we even jump in here. May 15th, ladies and gentlemen, we made a commitment to each other. We made a commitment to ourselves. And I wanted to ask you, have you kept doing that commitment? Have you been keeping your word, ladies and gentlemen? Have you been keeping your word not only to yourself, but to other people as well? When we think about our boundaries, when we think about accountability, when we think about character, when we think about clarity, when we think about our confidence, self doubt, excuses, this right here is where it starts from. Have you guys been keeping your word? Yes or no? Yes or no? Hey, Jennifer, how's it going, dear? Yes or no? Miss Renita says she has. So I'm just asking, what about the rest of you? Have we been keeping our word? Miss Anya says, I have, of course, Mr. Fearless. I will keep my word always and forever. I'm sure you will, Miss Anya. Miss Anya. You don't play around with that shit. Jerry said, yes, I have. Okay, perfect. I need one more yes. All right, perfect. Rebecca says, I think so. This isn't really a think so type of thing. It's either yes or no. It's kind of like a Buddha type, a Yoda type thing. Right? Right? We're not trying to, it's either yes or no. We're not trying. We're either keeping our word or we don't. Okay? But we got enough to keep on, to keep moving. So my question is, how do you guys feel? How do you guys feel that not only, number one, you're keeping your word, and number two, here's the thing, it's simple to keep your word, but is it, I know some of y'all been kind of, have you been struggling with it? Do you catch yourself saying some stuff to yourself like, oh, no, 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 I'm not going to say that. I'm gonna be kind of quiet on this one. Okay. Okay, perfect. That okay. She's like, I'm not the most rememberful, but it can keep it. Okay, that's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. Thank you, dear. Miss Renita, give me the hand. Okay, awesome. Again, this instead of me going through all this the rigmarole, I want to know the basics because everything that we talk about, everything that we did, everything that I teach you, everything, all the questions that we're asking back and forth, it's all about this one thing. If you can't keep your word to yourself, none of this other shit will ever matter. Okay? If you can't keep your word to you, it doesn't matter. Okay? Got to be cool to yourself. If you wouldn't be mean to your children, stop being mean to yourself. Okay? So your word got to mean something. All right? Now we can talk about day 59. Can I get a round of applause? Hold on, I got some. I got some. Let me get my audience. Let me get my audience. We're clapping for showing up. We're clapping for doing the work. We're clapping for keeping our word. Today is day 4, and keeping steady with our word. That's what we're doing. Keep it steady with our word. That's what we're doing right now. We're keeping our word. Right? And here's the thing: we're clapping for us because if you don't clap for you, nobody else will. And you're also giving people permission to clap for you. So that's why we clap. Thank you. Thank you, Nathania. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Miss Renita. Thank you, guys. I'm going to shut this shit off because it's getting annoying. All righty. Right? So thank you guys so much for that. We already hit that one. Okay. So let me introduce myself. That probably kind of help you guys out a little bit. For those of you who are new to Ask Fearless, thank you so much for joining us. I am a certified life coach as well as philosopher and borderline asshole. My job is kind of to do a bunch of things or whatever, but I'm going to share with you what I do here. Number one, I teach principles, I tell stories, and I offer a unique perspective. So whether we have dreams, goals, or aspirations or problems, our job is to kind of figure out how to kind of work around those particular things. So you might be asking, who's this thing for? What do you guys do? Well, so who do we help? And I say we because this is a group effort. It's not just me here. There's a bunch of us who are here who learn this stuff. But I mainly work with people that have accountability issues, boundary issues internally as well as externally, clarity and confidence problems or issues, self-doubt, or self-sabotaging, and a lot of us who have a crap ton of excuses of why we can't do stuff, right? So if this fits you, if one of these things do, then welcome, pull up a seat, and welcome to Ask Fearless. Now, here's the thing. As a life coach, I love dealing in reframing. I love systems, and I love kind of perspective, putting things in different perspectives to kind of help people, right? And if you notice, Everything that I just told you, everything that's on my screen right now is in alphabetical order. Everything is in alphabetical order. It's A, B, C, D, and E. So when you think about what it is that we do, everything is strategic. Everything is systematic. So I don't want you to have to outthink a lot of stuff. I want to give you the information that's so simple that when you're going through some shit, which we all do, I want you to be able to stay calm and know, hey, you got these teachers to lay back on, to fall back on. Okay? Hey, what's going on, Miss Shadira? All right. So, warning, because I do come with one. Everything after this little warning sign, you're basically coming into the belly of the beast with the rest of us. Here we talk a lot about our dreams, goals, aspirations, problems, our setbacks, our pain, the things that have prevented us from moving forward. We go deep here. So if that's not really your thing, then you are more than welcome to go somewhere else. We urge you to do that. Actually, we use a lot of profane language. We go very deep in our conversations. So if this isn't for you, that's okay. Okay. All right. So here's the next thing. Please go grab yourself a pen and pad or whatever you need to get focused because this is a training zone, right? I'm not just giving you this information because it sounds good. I'm giving it to you because I want you to have it. Okay. I have my stuff that I write on. You should probably do the same. So if you need some snacks, drinks, blankets, Snuggie, charger, reading glasses, go grab them. We'll wait. And if you need to take a potty break, go do that. You can take me in there with you. I can't see nothing. I don't think. You know. All right. So hold on. Repetition is key. So we've been doing this for 59 days. And for the most part, I've been saying the same thing for 59 days, just in different ways or whatever. Repetition is key to any and everything that we do that's worth learning. So anything worth knowing, learning, teaching, or understanding revolves around this one word. It is something that you will always see and hear if I'm talking about it. Okay. Please go grab yourself. Nope, actually, we already talked about that. Ask as many questions as you possibly can because I am only here to help. Every presentation that I create, for the most part, they're all the same. They just have a few things switched out. I switch out the title, add a few questions, take some stuff out. But for the most part, same type of stuff, just a different topic. Okay. The thing that makes this unique is when you ask questions that are uniquely yours. Okay. We're going to be switching some stuff up here in a little bit. So I'm just I'm trying to put out all the stuff that I need to put out because we're going to be working on something really big. And yeah, I'm very excited. Some of it you guys know about the school thing or whatever, but yeah, we're working on other stuff too. So yeah, good times, good times. But ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to what we do, then you already know what's coming. Here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. In every young man's life, a man has a choice. He has a choice to do or don't. He's either going to become what he's going to become or he's not. Ladies and gentlemen, I know that some of you can't wait for me to tell you. I know it. Don't worry about it. I got you. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, before I get started, because I can't start unless I hear two words. So from the depths of hell and from the ass crack of heaven, can I get a hell yeah? Can I get my hell yeah? Look at that. Boom. Love it. Look at it. Thank you, Christopher. Thank you, Jerry. Oh, wow, Jerry. Come on now. Thank you, Miss Anya. Look at that. I don't give a fuck what y'all think. I love the little 80s Montauk music. That's what we're rocking with. We did the booze yesterday. Now we're doing 80s music. Fuck yeah. All right, we'll stop. Thank you, Miss Jadira. Thank you, Rebecca. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Jessica's somewhere around here or making something or doing something. So anyway. All right, so here's the thing. We do have a word. I just didn't put it up tonight. Okay, so we'll skip that for now. We will skip that for now. Um, oh please, bam. Okay, there we are. All right, so let's jump right on in if you guys don't mind. Okay, so fun fact time. I was gonna do the thing, but hey, whatever. All right, so the brain processes negative events faster than positive ones. Staying calm is a skill, not a natural reflex. So think about that. So whenever we're going through some shit, we know that you feel that negative influence a whole lot faster than you feel the positive ones, right? Of course, we all know this. Right. But the cool thing is that when we stay calm, it's a like and I told y'all yesterday, staying calm is a skill set. It's not some of us are just born with it. And I say us because I'm one of them. And some of y'all need to work on this shit. But the great thing about it is that it's a skill that any and everybody can do. So tonight, I'm going to show you guys I think 6 or 7 different steps on how to do that. You ready? Fuck yes. I already know. Let's go. All right. So, number one, breathe. Breathe first, react later. Breathe first, react later. So, example says, when tension rises, take a breath before speaking. How many of us have trouble sometimes doing that? How many of us have trouble sometimes doing that? Taking a breath before we say something, right? I don't know about you, but I know I do. I don't know about you, but I know I do. I have a problem sometimes with that. Not a lot, but it does happen. It does happen. Especially if I feel that my character is being questioned, that my integrity is on the line. Oh, you bet your ass I'm talking, right? And that's happened too. I disrespected some seriously big wigs. Well, about 4 weeks ago. I'm playing with my name. Nah, buddy, we not doing that. No. And again, I teach people how to stay calm. But again, I also teach people how to turn the fuck up too. Don't just sit there and just let somebody just walk all over you. We not doing that. Not in Acts Fearless, we not. Right? We not doing that. So question. What happens when I pause instead of react? Okay. Can one breath change the whole outcome? And I'm really asking you guys, do you guys think that just taking a deep breath can change everything? Now I know what your guys are about to say, but I'm still asking. Do you think that one breath can change the whole outcome? Just as you guys are answering that question, I want you to do that with me for a little bit. Just breathe in, breathe out. Okay, breathe in, breathe out. Right? See, in meditation, they teach us to breathe in through your mouth. No, actually, breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your mouth. Right? Breathe in. Right? Don't you feel a little calmer when you do that? You know? I mean, so here's the thing. Does it work? Fuck yes, it works. But like I told you before, when that mental part comes, when that mental part kicks in, see, physically you'll feel fine. But it's that other part. It's that other part. And yes, ma'am, it does. Yes, ma'am, you're right, it does. When you pause instead of react, it gives you time to think before you do. Here's the thing 80% of the time I do usually think. I breathe first and then I react. Right? But it also depends on who I'm talking to. It also depends on that situation, who I'm talking to, right? So the reality is that chaos wants speed. Calm begins with stillness. Right? So you think about it. When you start breathing and shit, you ever see somebody mad? It's right because that chaos, that energy, it needs that momentum. But what happens when you shut that shit down? Right? That anger starts to dissipate, doesn't it? Right? Ain't that crazy? He just saying, throw it out there. Just something to think about. All right, number 2, let's run with it. What say you, Jessica? What do you think about that? So the second thing is identify the controllable. And again, what are we talking about? We're talking about how to stay calm through chaos. Number 1, breathe. Breathe. Right? They usually tell you a count too, like 7 in, I think 7 out or 8 out or something like that. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See what I mean? So when you breathe in, it's right. You do that several times too. Okay, right. But again, though, so the second part is that part. Here's the thing, like I said, man, and this is something I'm still working on myself because dude, that you let oh my god. Do y'all have somebody in your life? Just say I. Do you have a situation or people in your life that you just kind of like, bro, I really need this. I really need this for these people because man, some people breathe too hard, they make too many noises, they do fucking weird stuff, and you just be looking at them like, yo. And you ain't even thinking about breathing. You're not even thinking about these breaths. You're not even thinking about staying calm through the chaos. Because if this is chaos, I ain't staying calm. I'm just right. Christopher said my sister's boyfriend. Jessica said me. Miss Yachty said, oh my God. But Miss Yachty, that's weird that Yachty's probably one of the most peaceful people that y'all will ever meet. No joke. She is probably one of the most nonchalant, down to earth, like not only very charismatic, very, but very just like cool, calm, and collective 90% of the time. So to hear Yachty like, yes, there's that's crazy. Just saying that. But so number 2 is identify the controllable. Remember when we talked about the difference between accountability versus responsibility? Responsibility is what? Things that you can control. Right? That's what you're responsible for. Those are things that you have control over. So example says, sort what's in your control versus what's not. I can't control this dude making noises all the time. I can't control people smacking their lips. I can't control that excessive breathing. I can't control the annoyance of what somebody else is doing. But so let's look at what I can't control. I can control whether I have earplugs in or not. That you can control. I can control whether I have my music up a little bit higher or not. Right? We can control that. We can control what we're thinking about on a consistent basis. We can't control that. Not the thoughts that pop in, but the thinking within itself. So there are several things that we can control. Most of the time, we just try it. We just intentionally not to. Just don't do it. Right? So what are the questions? What can I actually influence here? Right? So what can I influence? And am I wasting energy on the uncontrollable? Have y'all been around somebody where you just wasting energy on shit you have no control over? Let me start. I will start it. Yes. Yes. I waste time messing with people, playing with situations that ain't got shit to do with that I have no control over. I don't have no control over that. The only thing that I have control over is what I do. I can't control whether y'all show up here or not. Correct? I ain't got no control over that. But I do have control over whether I'm ready or not. Right? I can hit that button, but I ain't got control over the internet within itself. So if the internet don't work, I can't control that. You see what I'm saying? But if it does work and I just wasn't ready, then that's on me. I got to take accountability and responsibility for that. That's mine. Okay? What about the rest of y'all? How many of the rest of y'all have wasted energy messing with the uncontrollable? Say yes or no. How many of y'all have wasted energy on things that ain't got nothing to do with you? That's uncontrollable. Jennifer, what say you? Yadira, what say you? I admit I'm never fun to wake up in the middle of the night. Yeah, I don't think most people are, Christopher. I don't think that most people are, buddy. How many of us have wasted time? Jerry said I. Some dude named Fearless said yes. Anybody else, or is it just us? She said I have in the past. Anybody else, or is it just us? How many else? How many other people in here who've wasted time messing with people or situations that you ain't got no influence over? Majority said I. Okay, perfect. We can keep it pushing. All right, fun fact time. Reframing, which I am an expert at. Rebecca says I. Thank you, dear. Reframing is mental judo. You don't force, you don't fight force, you redirect it. Right? That would almost be like Aikido. Aikido does that too. Well, they don't. They use Stephen Seagal is like a Aikido, um, I guess master or whatever. Now I'm not gonna lie to you. That shit, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that is not working a real fight by no means. But redirecting somebody else's body weight, that does work. What they do, I don't really know, but I'm just saying that's all it is. And reframing, that's all reframing is redirecting the energy of where it is, right? And so I have a frame here, I have a picture here. I just take one frame off, put a different one on. So it's not like I'm changing the whole entire thing. I'm just reframing how I see it. That's it. And again, that takes a certain skill set to be able to do that, right? So, all right, number 3, reframe the situation. Example, this isn't happening to me, it's happening for me. This is a very difficult one when you're actually getting your ass handed to you. Do any of you agree with that? This is a very difficult one when you're getting your ass handed to you. You like, oh man, I get this. Half my money get taken away from me. This gets to happen to me. There's not many people who sit around thinking like that. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? Like this isn't happening to me. It's happening for me. That's not really one of those things that that we learn on a consistent basis, though, is it not? No, we do not. Right? So, what's the hidden lesson? Now, that is something that we can learn, right? There's always a silver lining in every shit thing that happens to us. Everything. Whether we see it or not at the moment is irrelevant. It's still there. Like the question is when will you realize that it's been sitting there the whole time? You see what I mean? So the other question is how would you how would a wiser version of you see this? So my question to you is, have you been through something that was real shitty and you may not have understood then, but later on when you thought about it, you're like, man, I'm not necessarily happy that that happened to me, but I appreciate the lesson there. How many of you have appreciated the lesson afterwards? I'll say I, because I know that I have. I'll go first. Question is, how many of you have actually appreciated the lesson that you went through after you went through that? Well, Ms. Jody says I. Miss Renita says I. Even Christopher says he did. Okay. Okay, what about you, Jerry? What about you, Rebecca? The reality is that perspective is the pivot from panic to power. That's all it is. Right? That's all it is. And it's not saying that that perspective is like a Jedi mind trick type shit, because it's really not. There's a certain skill that has to go into it. Just like with reframing, being able to see the silver lining and stuff, that takes a certain type of skill. Right? That takes a certain type of skill to be able to do that. People like myself, I'm born with that. Right? Doesn't work 100% of the time, but for me, it does work about, I'd say about 85%. No problem. I know you're good, brother. That happens. Right? So we have to remember that perspective is the pivot from panic to power. Okay? It's always there. All right, number 4. Use humor as a shield. Oh, it's okay. So my question is have you gone through something that later you found the lesson in it? Maybe not necessarily at that unique moment, but afterwards, after you kind of sat and thought about it, you're like, man, you may not have been happy that you went through that, but it's like I understand why I had to see this. I understand why I had to go through this. Right? So then it makes that situation more reframable and even understandable. Right? Jerry said absolutely. All right. Number 4, use humor as a shield. Example, make a dry joke in the middle of chaos. I do that shit constantly. Constantly. Constant. And you know what's really funny about this? Okay. So this is slide 23. Hold on. So I'm on slide 23. What does my constitution say? What's number 6 and number 7 say for me? No, sorry. Number 7 and number 8. Number 7 and number 8. What do they say for me? I mean, matter of fact, fuck number 8. You can just go number 7 if you want. What does number 7 say? Oh, you already know what I'm about to do. I'm about to get that nasty music going. What does number 7 say for me? What does number 7 say? Again, now this is my constitution, right? This is just one of those things that I live by, right? This is my stuff right here. Right? What does my constitution say? Smart. Thank you. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Miss Renita. Yes. That's exactly what it says. Right? That's exactly what it says. Yes, sir, Jerry. Right? Oh, please. Right? Smile and have fun, man. Smile and have some fun. Use humor as a shield. So again, like I keep telling y'all, this is not just shit that just sounds good. I live this way. Whether I'm by myself or I'm around other people, I'm gonna make some light of this, right? So think about it. The same day my father died, I wasn't necessarily cracking jokes, but I was kind of like I was happy, like not in a like I'm happy this motherfucker's dead, but I'm happy that this man gets to go be with his wife. I'm happy he ain't got to worry about the geopolitics of the shit that we have to go through nowadays. I'm happy that he doesn't have to be alone so fucking much anymore. I'm happy that he doesn't have to be stressed out as much anymore. I'm happy he doesn't have to take pills and medication anymore. Motherfucker, I was happy that my father was gone. Still am. And I felt the same way about my mama. I love my mama. I love my father too. But no, motherfucker, people are not meant to stay here. And why would I want that man back here? Why would I want anybody here, especially during these fucking times? Nah, no thanks. Nope. Wherever you are, stay there. You be safer, right? So the question is number one, can I laugh through this? Yeah, that's it. That's how I look at it. Yes, Jadira, you graduated to something more. Yes, his body gave out. Motherfucker, he gonna live through me. He gonna live through my son. Fuck am I upset about? I wouldn't be. That's just me though. And maybe I have a very morbid way of looking at things. I don't know. Maybe that's why I'm very good at helping people see things differently because I'm so, as Jessica would say, emotionally unattached to people or their situations. I don't know, but I'm also on a. I also feel the same way about my own. Right. So, can you laugh about situations that have been pretty shitty? What if this moment becomes a funny story later? And when I was a kid, I used to say that all the time. Like, man, this is gonna make a hell of a story one day. Could you imagine the 12 or 13-year-old kid saying that constantly? Like, man, this is gonna be a hell of a story one day. And it does. Oh, look at you. Hold on, guys. Miss Yadira. What? That was pretty deep. Yes. Yes. Here's another one for you. Oh, okay. Here's the thing. Technically, that was supposed to be like a bomb dropping. That sounds like gunshots. Sorry. But you get the picture. That sounds like gunshots. Sorry. I mean, and that's all I'm saying, man. We all are. Do you guys know how many people pass on per day? It's like 8,934 people. It's like somewhere up around there. Right. Every so often, I'll just get this itch to go look. Right. 8,000 per 24 hours. And you want to know what's really shitty? That's just here in the US. That's just here in the US. That's not even worldwide. Think about that. Y'all, that's not even worldwide. Here, hold on. Yeah, let's see. Hold on. Let me look this up. How many people died yesterday? Oops, sorry. Yesterday in the U.S. Okay, give me one sec. Should pop up. Okay, searching the web. Cool, whatever. Never mind. I'll go into Google. How many people died in the U.S. yesterday? Okay. Okay, so here, I'll just show you this. This is this is how many people have died so far today. And this is just in the US today. So that number keeps going up. And we still got what? What, 3 more hours? We still got 3 more hours, y'all. Right? So look at it. So a person dies approximately every 11 seconds. See, on this one, it says that 7,755 people die per day. Whatever. Another one I looked at, it was like 8,900 and something per hour. That's 323 people per day. And one day your name will be amongst those numbers. Right? So that's what I be trying to tell people. Like, dude, like, what are you doing? Dude, if you want to do something, get your ass out and go do it, man. And again, like I be trying to tell people, like, bro, I'm not trying to scare nobody. Like, my job is to prepare you. I ain't trying to scare nobody. Right? And I mean, no, thank you, Chris. I love what Chris said. Funeral industry never goes out of business. They ain't gonna never go out of business. Never. Never. Boy, please. So I mean, again, just think about that, man. Right? But how many of us, by show of hands, how many of us do try to laugh or think of something kind of funny? Maybe not around something horrible happening, but how many of us at least try to keep our sense of humor? Show of hands. How, excuse me. How many of us at least try to keep a sense of humor? How many try? I know that I do. I know I do. I try to keep a sense of humor. Who else is with me in that? Jerry does. Jerry, I know you do. Miss Renita, okay. And Christopher even says he does. Wow. I didn't see that, Chris. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I did not see that. Okay. Even yeah, Rebecca, I can see you doing that. Between you and Jerry, I know y'all be cutting up when horrible shit happens. But the great thing is about you guys is that y'all gonna cut up together. You know what I'm saying? So that's the cool thing about both of you guys. So the reality is that humor diffuses tension and reclaims control. Renita said, I'm very goofy. Okay. Well, on the 28th, we about to find out. On the 28th, we about to find out, ma'am. For those of you who are just now tuning in, on the 28th, we are doing a live show at my house. You guys are more than welcome to come. Matter of fact, it's going to be pretty funny because everybody that's probably on this show right now is going to be here. So there's probably not going to be anybody watching it because they're all going to be here at the house. Just saying, that's going to be funny as shit. I mean, we're going to look at how many eyes. There ain't going to be nobody there because everybody's going to be here. That's going to be so funny. I can't wait. All right. Fun fact time. So you're more likely to solve a problem while after a walk than a long brainstorm. Why? Because motion fuels perspective. Think about that. You're more likely to solve a problem after a walk, after a brainstorm, a long brainstorm. Because motion fuels perspective. Is it? No. I don't think it's no, not May, June. June 28th, sir. June. Now, of course, Miss Anya can't wait to be here. Party! Everybody's going to be here. I'm going to love it. It's going to be fun. I don't know if you guys knew that. How many of you knew this? How many of you knew that taking a walk solves more problems than a long brainstorm? Say yes or no. I'm going to put no because I didn't know that. I did not know that. She says I've been put out of places because I couldn't stop laughing. That's hilarious. Now, that's hilarious. Miss Renita said I've been put out of places because I couldn't stop laughing. Wow. Hey, you know what time is it? Dude, let me see if I can show y'all. I need to show y'all something. Give me a second. Okay, where we at? Let's go. I need to show y'all this. Give me 1 sec. Y'all got it, dude. Okay, guys, oh my God. This video. I'm gonna show you this video. And oh my God, like this shit is so crazy funny. Okay, hold on 1 sec. Let me put it over here so I can. All right, can you guys see? Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on 1 sec. I gotta change my sound. Give me 1 sec, guys. Okay. Oh yeah, see, I figured out how to do this now. Let's make sure.
Marijke was 18 toen een dokter tijdens een routineoperatie haar ruggenmerg onherroepelijk beschadigde. Valère werd het slachtoffer van een verstrooide assistent. Bij Boomerang.
Okay, it's in a different language, yes. But just watch.
Wat is er precies gebeurd bij jou, Marijke?
Ik ben opgenomen voor een goedaardig spel.
Just watch.
Ik ben geopereerd en mijn ruggenmerg is geraakt. Sorry.
We komen zo dadelijk bij jou terug. Valère, jij ging naar het ziekenhuis voor een eenvoudige behandeling. Ja, wat was dat precies? Excuseer.
Ik heb dus enorm veel last van keelontstekingen. En dat had blijkbaar te maken met mijn amandelen.
Met uw amandelen.
En mijn dokter heeft me dus aangeraden een operatie te laten gebeuren. En met dit als gevolg.
Marijke.
If y'all see him, he already started laughing, right? But it's about to get a whole lot worse.
Jij had een normaal leven daarvoor en toen plots kom je uit narcose en dan merk je dat het leven niet meer hetzelfde zal zijn. Hoe reageer je daar dan op?
Ja, eerst met die
Expressed a lot of
ongeloof.
disbelief.
Ongeloof is eigenlijk het juiste woord. Ongeloof is eigenlijk het juiste woord dat Rijken hier hanteert. Omdat was bij mij dus ook mijn eerste gewaarwording dat ik dacht, dat kan niet.
Y'all, it's about to get worse. It's about to get worse. I'm just telling you, it's about to get worse.
Excuseer, dames en heren. Dus je probeert dan terug je toekomst.
Ik begrijp echt niet wat er hier aan het gebeuren is.
Excuseer. Sorry, echt. Sorry. Excuseer, dames en heren. Dat betekent ook dat bijvoorbeeld seksualiteit ook een groot probleem bijvoorbeeld wordt.
Ja, mijn vriend heeft het gewoon gedaan gemaakt. En ik neem hem daar ook niet aan.
Plus het feit, als je met seks omgaat, is het niet alleen het fysieke dat maar ook soms de
sweet talk is important. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Ja, ik vind dus dat dit echt niet kan hoor.
This is very inappropriate to stare laugh at me.
Moeten we nu nog antwoorden of niet?
Hey, yo. It's about to get worse. It's about to get worse. I'm preparing you. It's about to get worse.
Ja, dat is eigenlijk liever.
Excuseer. Voor de mensen thuis, mijn excuses hiervoor. Ik wilde een vraag uit het publiek aan ja, meneer, jij had een opmerking.
Ik heb het zelf. Ik ben eigenlijk bijna vrij eenvoudig ingreep ook gekwetst geraakt aan de stembanden. Maar
ik vind dus dat dit niet kan horen.
ik vind het vrij ergerlijk, meneer. Er gedurende een half uur uitgelachen te worden vlak in
Oh man. All right. So anyway, they fired him for that shit. Like, no joke. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Oh man, that was so good. So anyway, hold on. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Oh my gosh. Every time I see that shit, like tears of laughter because it's so funny. So funny. Oh my God. Could you imagine something like that happening to you and somebody's just laughing at you? Like, yes, Jessica said all of those people have either been born with strange voices or had something happen to them to make their voice sound different. And this guy was interviewing these people so he could tell their stories about how to make it through life with having all these interesting sounding voices. And he ended up cracking up and laughing at them. Needless to say, he was fired. Yes, he was. Yes, they fired the shit out of that. I'm just saying, man, I saw that video. That video is so old. That video was out before my son was born. And even then, it was an old video. I mean, like, oh my God. Dude, like, I've watched that video for the last, what? I would say, Caden's what? He about to be 13. I've been watching that video for 15 years. And still laughing. Because it's that funny. So, I'm just saying, anyway. All right, let's move on. Okay, so simplify immediately. So, example, break the problem down into one task at a time. Like we always talk about, why are you trying to eat the whole elephant? Just eat it one bite at a time, right? So, So again, staying calm. What's the first step that we could take now? Remember, we've talked about this before, right? And what can I let go of right now? Hold on. Hold on. I would watch it again and again. What is the name of that video? I if you type in guy that was fired for laughing in YouTube, just put in guy fired for laughing. He will pop up. Guy fired for laughing. That because I couldn't remember. It's like I think it's like a German show that they were on or whatever. It's called Boomerang. And yeah, they fired the shit out of him. Oh yeah, they weren't playing. You know what's so crazy is that show like today, he would not have been fired today. He would not have been fired today at all. Like I mean, people would have laughed with him. They'd have probably felt bad. Like yeah, it was that bad. So yeah, there you go. That was funny as shit. Not gonna lie to you. All right, so anyway, let's get back into it. So we immediately have to kind of break the problem into like different little small tasks, right? Well, again, we already know that, right? So this isn't anything new. Like I said, repetition is key. That's how we get through this shit, by repetitive action, right? Everything else, if you think about it, it's define this, describe that, find this over here, name this or rename this over here, right? Reframe it, right? How do we reframe it? By taking this big ass problem and breaking it down, simplifying everything immediately. Calm down, take a break, back the fuck up a little bit. Everything I'm talking about right now is the same shit we've been talking about for the last 58 days. Okay? No, I mean, if you think about it, it's all the same stuff, just different scenarios, but the same exact follow through. Okay? So remember what the first step that we take and what can we let go of. Have you guys been in a situation where you had to just, like I said, just walk the fuck away? Or maybe you've had to take something big and chunk it down into something small so you can deal with it. Say I. Or no. I mean, I don't know. I have to say I because I've done that before. So which I mean, obviously I would do that, right? How the fuck am I going to be here talking to you guys if I haven't actually done it myself? So I got to be there doing that, right? Miss Angie says I. Some guy named Fearless says I. Miss Renita, the mad scientist, says I. What about you, Jessica? What about you, Yachty? Jerry's here. He said I. How the boys, Jerry? How the boys? How's Rebecca? She good? Okay. So here's the thing, man. Reality. So the reality of it is that complexity fuels chaos. Simplicity disarms it. I'm sure she is, man. Complexity fuels chaos. Simplicity disarms it. Remember that old adage or the old saying I told you about Thor Heyerdahl, who said, "Progress is man's ability to complicate simplicity." I'll say it again. Progress is man's ability to complicate simplicity. What does that mean? That means that we tend to drag things the fuck out. We make things way worse than it needs to be. Way worse than it needs to be. One of the things that I appreciated with Jessica today, we were talking about some stuff, and she had told me about this conversation that she had with somebody, and she just like innately was like, "Dude, I don't have to explain myself to you." Like, cool, nope, I just won't do it. No problem. Fuck off. Right? And I'm sitting there thinking, like, damn, like, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, that's what's up. Because most people would have been like, nah, I need the money. I'm gonna go after this. And she said, no, my character means more to me than a fucking dollar amount. My integrity means more to me than a dollar amount. I'll figure out another way to make money. Plus, working with this motherfucker anyway is probably gonna draw all kind of problems, unnecessary problems to me anyway. So you know what? Fuck all you motherfuckers. I just do them on my own. So I mean, I'm proud of her for that, man. But again, she didn't want to make anything complex. She wanted it simple, right? And sometimes I ain't gonna lie to you. She is awake though. Okay. Um, that's how that works sometimes. So that's not a bad thing, man, at all. It's not a bad thing. You know, to want to simplify shit. Okay. Number 6, focus on principles, not panic. Focus on your principles, not panic. Choose what's right. Choose what's right over what's urgent. When number 26. Okay. These are my principles. I just call it a constitution, but this is my shit. So when I'm choosing what's right, I'm choosing it based off of this. I'm choosing it based off of what I value. These are my values. This is the constitution I stand on. You guys see how that works? Do you see how I think about it? Every time that we talk about one of these presentations, every time we talk about whether it's accountability, whether it's boundaries, whether it's clarity and confidence, whether it's an inner self dialogue that we have, whether it's excuses, experience, do you always realize that I always go back to what's my values and what's my constitution? What are my principles? Right? You guys ever notice how I always resort back to that? Because this is the shit that builds me up. I cannot move unless I have this. Remember before I made this, I was sleeping in my fucking car. Before I decided to live a particular way, I thought a particular way. Right? The stuff that we're working on right now, I started noticing that I hadn't said anything about anybody's goals. I hadn't said anything about people's dreams, aspirations at all. Because what good is a dream, goal, or aspiration if your inner world is all fucked up? Why am I going to help you achieve something out there if this thing in here is all fucking shitty? That out there, you're going to lose that. You're going to lose it. You're going to give it away. It's going to be taken away from you because you never fucking deserved it in the first place. See what I mean? That's why I always talk about my values, my constitution. Where's my thing at? Hold on. Yeah, I wrote this motherfucker when I was homeless. Sleeping in my fucking car. Like, look. I don't know if y'all can see all this, but like, dude. Like, yeah, I got this little page right here where Caden was writing all in my shit. He was like, I think 1 or 2. I had my shit open at the dinner table. He took a pen and just went to work over my shit. I still got this thing all them years later. So here's the thing. You don't get in life what you want. Don't work that way. You get in life what you are. Just saying. All right? All right. So we focus on our principles, not the panic. Right? So we choose what's right over what's urgent. So what do my values say here? Am I leading from truth or fear? Do you guys understand where I'm coming from on this? Let me get a hell yeah that you guys understand where I'm at with this. Let me get a hell yeah. Because I really want to make sure that you guys truly understand why this shit's so important. Why you have... Like, go ahead, get some water. Why values, a constitution or principles, rules and regulations that you stand on, right? Like, why all this shit's important? Like, I'm telling you, like, if you don't have it, you will be in a lot of fucking trouble. A lot of trouble. Hold on one sec. Sorry about that. I'm back. All right, thank you. Thank you, Jerry. He said, yeah. Thank you, Miss Yachty. Christopher said, hell yeah. Thank you, guys. He has a kitten fighting him over his notebook. Hey, that's what happens. There are haters come in all shapes and sizes. All haters come in all shapes and sizes and species. And species. Here's the thing, man. Your principles anchor you when emotions try to toss you. Think about that. Your principles anchor you when emotions try to toss you. And your emotions are gonna always lead first. It's always gonna lead. We are very emotional creatures. Very emotional. And that's the reason why why you think that's one of the first things that we talk about, which I think either starting tomorrow or on the 70th episode, we're going to start basing everything as if we were doing the schooling, excuse me, thing or whatever. So some of the stuff that we've already talked about, we're going to talk about it again, but we're going to talk about it more structured than we did this time, because as much as everything kind of flowed together, everything was it was organized chaos. I just like to make sure that everything that we have and everything that we've talked about, you now get it, understand it, and you can actually utilize it on a consistent basis without having to overthink it. I don't want you to overthink my shit. I want you to just know it. Okay? I don't have to think about my principles because I've been doing them for so long that I already know them. I don't have to remind myself what I value in life because I just know that. So I need you guys to feel that same exact way. And that's where your confidence starts building up from. That's where boundaries start getting set because you know exactly who and what you are and what you stand on and what you stand for. You know that. You understand that there's a two-part to boundaries, the internal part and the external part. And more harm is done internally with boundaries than externally. Whether you guys realize it or not, more problems happen because you have not drawn the line with yourself first. Just being honest with you. Okay? That's what you're here for, right? All right, number 7. And this is one of my personal favorites. Stop taking everything personally. I put on here, don't take it personally, but it's hard for us to do that, though, is it not? It's hard for us to not take shit so personal because sometimes it fucking feels personal. Most of the time, it's not. So the example I gave was, this chaos isn't mine. It just passed through. It's not mine. It just passed through. Motherfucker, it's my turn. It's almost like playing hot potato. Everybody not trying to throw it to you. You just don't happen to be there. If you were somebody else, it would have got passed to that person. But you just so happen to be there. I got a book. Is it up here? Let me see if I can see it up here. I got a book. I think it's in the garage. Matter of fact, I gave Jessica one of my copies. The book is called The Four-Part Agreements by Juan Ruiz Miguel or some shit like that or whatever. Really good book. Really good book. And the thing is, there's 4 parts. Is don't take anything personal. Always do your best. Speak with integrity. Okay, hold on. Don't take anything personally. Always do your best. Speak with integrity. God damn it, now it's gonna mess with me. Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. Four-part agreement. Be impeccable with your word, right? But there was one more. There's one more that I couldn't remember. So be impeccable with your word, right? Always do your best. Don't take anything personally. What was the other one I said? God damn it! And I think I always forget that same one. Don't make assumptions. Don't make assumptions. That's why I always forget it. Yep. Don't make assumptions. Here we go. Hold on. So this right here. And damn. Okay, there we go. Here you go, right here. Right. Again, most of the time, that's all we're doing is just regurgitating other people's shit. Yes, thank you. Don't make assumptions. Thank you, Jessica. Yes. Yep. So be impeccable with your word. Don't take anything personally. Always do your best and do not make assumptions. Don't make assumptions. Again, this book has changed lives. Not by telling you, hey, just think more positively. No, it's showing you every step, shows you exactly how not to do these things. It tells you why we do it, how we do it, and what we could do to you said a copy, please. Hold on, all right, I got you. Let me see. All right, I'm gonna save the image, downloads, put it in my desktop. Okay. Oh, okay, I know where it is. All right, yep, I have it over here. You guys want me to send you a copy? Oh yeah, he said copy, please. Got you. No problem. I got you. But it's very simple. Very simple shit. Very simple. But again, yeah, she said, "Oh my God, yes, please." I got you, Yadi. Right. But is this really about me? Right. And this is a part of not taking it personally. Right. Because we always think everything's about us. Somebody's having a conversation and he's like, oh, they talking about me. Bitch, don't nobody give a shit about what you got going on. Don't nobody think about you like you think about you. Nobody. Yeah, it's a very short book. Yeah. But I think I gave a copy to you, Jessica. I'm pretty sure I gave you a copy because I think I got two of them here. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I just bought another one. I can't find it in here. Yeah, it's in here somewhere. It's either up here or like all the way in the back up behind, up underneath the TV. You should, because I know I know I probably gave you one or two myself. Yachty, do you have this book? Because Jessica, if you have three copies, give one to Yachty. Okay, so and whatever. What I'm gonna say. I know you don't have it. That's why I told Jessica to give you one. If she has 3 copies, that she can part with one and give you one. It's a really small little book. It's a very good book. I read it. Oh my god, I read that book in 2006. Was it? Yeah, I read that book. Yeah, I think I was going to school for coaching at the time. So no, then 2004, 2005 is when I read that book. It was that good. It was a really good book. So yeah, we got you. No problem. Okay, so again though, so my I guess my last question would be for this is do you have you been in a situation where you thought something was about you and it wasn't? Have you been in a situation where you took something personal and the other person had absolutely no idea or wasn't even talking about you? Or at least not in the way that you thought that they were. Have you felt like that before? Say I, because I know that I have. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody just said some shit like, man, was you? You know, I kind of took that personal. I know you've done that, Yachty, because you've said that to me before. Like I've kind of took what you said a little personal. You know, blah blah blah. I'm like, all right, I'm sorry, my fault. You know, I didn't mean that way or whatever. Yachty's had to hit me up a couple times on that. So yeah, and matter of fact, Jessica has too. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm like, hey, I didn't like how you did this. I didn't like how you said that. Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about something, and I was like, okay, I'm sorry, Yachty, my fault. I'm like, damn, man, like she getting Yachty to turn up on other people is fairly difficult, but having her check me on some shit, and she getting quite well at that. She's becoming quite proficient at checking fearless on some shit. But again, I mean, fuck. I mean, again, if you're not gonna say nothing to me about some shit that bothers you about some shit that I said, then I mean, who can you do it with? You know, like who can you do that with? You know, I mean, like I tell my son, like, honey, if you can't be honest with me, who can you be honest with? Y'all see what I mean? So the reality is that chaos is wild. It's not personal. It goes everywhere. Don't marry the mess, though. You don't need to marry the mess because it ain't your mess. It's not about you. You know how many times people say, man, such and such didn't like that. I'm like, shit, it ain't got nothing to do with me. Actually, it does. I'm like, no, if they don't talk to me about it, it has nothing to do with me. That's not my problem. That's their problem. It's only my issue if you bring it to me and we can talk about it and then I can do something about it. But if you don't say something, if you don't say nothing to me about it, then whatever issue you got with me is your problem. That is not my problem. And I need you out. Matter of fact, how many of y'all just agree with that or disagree with that? How many of you agree with it or disagree with that logic? That if you have a problem with me, if you haven't told me, then it's your problem, not my problem. And until you come talk to me about it so that we can rectify this thing, it's going to remain your problem. Because if you got a problem with me and you never told me, I don't know that you got a problem with me, right? So therefore, it's your fucking problem. Rebecca says, I agree. Okay. All right, okay. I thought it was just me who felt that way. I've been called heartless for years because people are like, man, you don't get it. I'm like, no, actually I do. Chris says he agrees. Okay. All right, that's a couple. That's a couple. Three's a crowd, but three also means a pattern. Is there anybody else? Anybody else agree or disagree? I don't know. Renita, what say you? Because I be saying some shit, you be disagreeing. So what say you? Miss Yachty agrees. Okay, well that's three. That's three. Miss Renita, oh shit, that's four. Renita, where are you at, Renita? You see that? See that? Yeah, I done got four yeses. I done got four agrees. And I'm looking for what Miss Renita gonna say. Ain't that negative chitter chatter? You know what I'm saying? Looking for merit. Right? See that Miss Renita like, yup. Just saying though, man, like that's just not my issue. Show issue. I mean, until you come and talk to me about it, it's not my problem. That's your problem. Okay? Now that you all agree on that, I hope that we start living by that, y'all. Okay, we got to start living that. To try our best not to take everything personal. Okay, if you ask somebody a question and it's a no, then it's a no. Not on your character, not on your integrity, right? Not on your identity. Just hey, that's whatever you ask them. They not fucking with that. That's all. It's okay. Just remember that. Okay. All right, man. Okay, so this is the 6 steps. I've already made copies. I will get them off to you. Very first one is breathe. React later. Okay. Number 2 is identify identify the controllable. What can we control in this situation? There may not. The only thing you might be able to control is the first thing, which is your breathing. You can control whether you open your mouth or not. Number 3, reframe the situation if you can. What does this mean? What could it mean? Oh, I can't wait to fucking call Fearless later. We gonna clown your goofy ass. Right? Use humor in that situation. Number 5, simplify immediately. Let's make this a little smaller than what it needs to be. Okay? Number 6, focus on the principle, not the panic. Okay, stop fucking panicking. Breathe. Identify what's controllable. Focus on your principles. That's what you stand on, right? Number 7, stop taking everything so fucking personal. Because most of the time it ain't personal. Okay? It ain't personal. All right? So which ones do you guys like out of all these? I mean, you might like them all. Personally, I like I fuck with them all because I actually use them. So for me, I'm gonna have to go 1 through 7 tonight. I'm gonna have to go 1 through 7 because I use them all. Miss Shadira said that she likes them too. Rebecca said 6. Oh yeah. So the 7 was a bonus one. Sorry about that. I forgot to put that in. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. So they were all great. Thank you, Miss Renita. Jerry said all of them too. Damn. Okay. So the question is, are we going to use these? Can we use these to stay calm? Okay, damn. Miss Jessica said, yeah, this is the first time that all of them have mattered. Personal. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay. All right. That's what I like to see, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you just now showing up, man, you guys should have been here about an hour or so ago. I got you. I'll send them to you guys tonight. My name is Fearless Cummings. Thank you guys so much for coming. Tomorrow we will return. I don't know what we're going to talk about, but tomorrow will be 60th episode. So season 7 starts tomorrow. So please be there to celebrate with me. Tonight I was gonna use my own stuff to go out, but I'm not going to do that. I'm instead gonna use Miss Anya's stuff to go out because she likes that shit. So hold on one second. Let me go into our outro, and I will see you guys tomorrow night. Have a great one. We will see you later. And in the immortal words of Miss Anya, bye.